What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tiny Tim, and I'm back. This week we're talking about the finale to She-Hulk, episode 9, or at least what we think is the finale. I'm pretty sure this is the finale, but it was a dope finale. They threw a lot at us, a lot of information. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to cover everything, but I'm here. And like I always say, if you stick with me, I'm going to stick with you. So before I get started talking about She-Hulk, episode 9, the finale, no fingers, whatever. Before I get started, make sure you hit that like, you hit that subscribe, you turn on your bell for notifications so you know when I go live and post a new video. This week we're talking about She-Hulk, episode 9. So we open up the episode and we getting these old school vibes, these old school, it look crazy, it look wild to me. She's wearing some 50s, 60s, 40s, 50s clothes. It's like you could tell the polyester is thick in these scenes that she's shooting. And I really enjoyed it because why? It gave me vibes like the original Hulk TV show. You called it the Savage She-Hulk, but I don't know anything about that. It looked more like the Lou Ferrigno Hulk, old school, and I really dig that. It just felt so good to me. I do appreciate and love the fact that he didn't stay there. They just stayed there long enough for the intro, and we got up off that. Later in the episode, we saw that, they was about to narrate some shit, and she was like, nah, we ain't that far gone. I will say this, to that point, Jen, yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. You don't give us 9 episodes and give us heat, mild spice, bullshit for 4, 5, and 6, then mild spice, heat. That's not how you do a show. You should give us 6 episodes and call that other shit some internet sensation. Drop something on YouTube or drop something on Instagram. You could have did that. You could have dropped a TikTok for episode 4, 5, and 6. That was some bullshit. But episode 9, the finale, y'all brought it, and I appreciate starting the episode like that. I appreciate starting the episode like that because it gets us deeper into the world of Hulk. It gets us deeper into the world of the Hulk family, the Hulk generational thing. And it touched on every single cylinder for me, especially opening up like that. Edge of my seat, got me chills to open, the scene. But I just felt like, please get off of this. Naturally, she wake up, bang, and she's ready to talk about how she want to go legally at the people that, defamation of character and, breach of privacy or whatever she was calling the legal term and all that stuff. And her people looking at her like, no, Jen, you are behind bars. We need to talk about your shit. And naturally, her shit comes with, we didn't even need to see all the legal jargon dealing with her terms because we just seen that with Emil Blonsky. We seen that already. We seen that in episode, 2, 3, whatever it was. We seen that already. So jump right to it. She putting the inhibitor on, and I know it. What are the terms? Inhibitor. She putting it on. So the fucked up part to that, though, is that now she gotta go back home. She lose everything. Her job, her fame as female lawyer, She-Hulk. It's just, she lose her job. She lose her place because she ain't got no job. Is nobody want to be dealing with her. So she moved back home with mom and pop. She got her own room back. Mom's working out in her room 7 a.m. every morning. Yeah, that's a little fucked up. And she can't find peace. She's uneasy with peace. But what I made a note of it because I thought this shit was funny. And I think it had nothing to do with the comics, especially nothing to do with this particular comic. But she's walking out of the prison after she got her inhibitor on. Mom and dad greet her. And dad is like, yo, people go to jail every day, B. I thought that shit was fucking comical because a paid in full or whatever, this nigga get shot every day, B. I thought that shit was comical, but, it was dope that they put that in there because, they want to be there for their daughter. She did some reckless shit last week for good reason, but she did some reckless shit, and I really appreciate them trying to console her. But that line really made me chuckle. Now that she back at home, she trying to, get the ins and outs. She got the pictures up and the screen names for Intelligentsia and all this other stuff. And it got the ropes and the strings and all this stuff trying to figure shit out. Her mom shows the bestie a video from her in college dancing with the thong out. And she's like, can you send that to me? And then the very next scene, mind you, this is the finale. I'm looking for twists and turns and Easter eggs, all kinds of bullshit. The very next scene, we see her uploading the shit to Intelligentsia, and I'm like, oh no, baby, not the best friend. I thought for sure the best friend was the best friend. I thought for sure there was it was a twist gonna go on with the best friend uploading that video, but she did what she said she was going to do and hand out swift justice by doing the investigative reporting that she know how to do. Like I said, the pro bono assistant best friend, she been doing all the fucking legal work for Jen and Mallory the whole fucking season. So let's give credit where credit's due. I can't remember the chick's name for nothing, but she shows up, she solves cases, okay? She took it upon herself to upload this video of Jen from college and boom, gets an instant invite to this facility. However, it made sense because the dude said bro, so we assumed that it was a guy. Now, I'm gonna get to that in a second. But how did she get an instant invite and not know what this place was? You look it up on the map, it should show what the place is. However, these people have never been there. Jen has only been there. So her best friend and Pug, they never been there. They don't know what it looks like. So they go in and I'm sitting there like, it's a private event on some private property. So what they did was the camera angle was from the other way. We seen Jen pull up from this way in the front of her car and the gate. We didn't see that angle this time. This time they showed it from this way, looking at their little Fiat pull up. And they showed the gate open and the car go in and close, but we didn't see what it was, what the facility was. We didn't see not to mention it's nighttime, so we really confused. So Jen's trying to find some peace at home. She can't. Ends up going to Emil Blonsky's compound and sees the one dude who's, turned his life around from trying to attack women in the alley. And it was weird to me that he's there. And then later we find out that Todd is also there and a bunch of other people are there at this same facility. It was weird to me, but finally the shoe dropped. Oh yeah, Emil, he's down the hill at the lodge for some private event. Now mind, we already seen Pug in this private event with the bulls, the guys in there. He talking real cash. There's a whole bunch of nerd bros, nerd sexist bros. And soon as Todd turns around, I fucking know it. I called it when she was on all them fucking dates back when she was on Matcher. He's a fucking creep. He's a fucking weirdo. And then that shit with the spear, like, why would you, like, come on, bro. I fucking called it. It's like the writing on the wall. And I called it when she started dating him. I'm like, yo, date number 3 is a real fucking fanboy, a real creepo. We got to keep our eye on. I still don't trust him. In my notes somewhere, it say, I still don't trust Todd. I said the same thing about Josh. I said the same thing about the dude who smashed and passed. He smashed and dashing. I said the same shit. The only motherfucker I can trust, the only one I can trust is Matt Murdock right now. It's revealed this motherfucker's the Hawk King. This motherfucker paid Josh to get the blood and this. And when it started unfolding, I felt the pace of the show start to pick up. Like the momentum of it started to pick up. And the whole time Jen's breaking the fourth wall, like, 4.5, because she done broke it like 3 times in the same scene. Like, yo, is this what the fuck's happening? Is this what the finale's come to at this point? This is fucking strange. I'm confused. Why are all these storylines coming together? But before that, we seen Abomination walking in, and he's all, oh, you've been breaking your inhibitor this whole time? Yeah, but strictly for financial gain. I got control, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I wasn't following it. I didn't understand it. And I'm sitting there watching and like, this shit weird, bro. Finally, he go, yeah, he stole your blood. First of all, just because she had her blood stolen and then he injected it in, this is straight Fitz, this is 101 comic shit. Just because you had your blood and he injected it in himself, that don't mean you get the fucking powers, dumbass. There's all types of tests that need to be done for blood compatibility, and there's all kinds of stuff that you could be killing yourself. You know how long it took? You know how long it took for Bruce to master this shit? Get the fuck out of here. This shit didn't sit well with me. And the fact that Jen broke the fourth wall, that shit was fucking phenomenal. I love this. I love all of this right now. Fourth wall, seventh wall, whatever the fuck, shattered. I love it.
Guys, what do we get if the entirety of the second second season is one extended dream sequence.
No. But yeah, when she started breaking the fourth wall, breaks the fourth wall, then breaks the fifth, sixth, and seventh, and it was a fully immersive show at this point. At this point, it's the show is reality. Her reality. But not because she's still Jen, not Milena Blade, whatever her name is. Whatever the actress's name is. But I dug it because she didn't fuck with the storyline either. She like, none of this shit makes fucking sense. Put me on the fucking phone with somebody. Breaks through that, breaks through this, busts through that screen, da 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 da. And I thought that was so interactive and so dope. I thought it was clever. It was the fourth wall break of all fourth wall breaks. I really dig that whole sequence. But it was dry. And I only say it was dry. Because I couldn't follow up, and I didn't want to watch the scene multiple times. I wanted the flow of the episode to happen, so the continuity of it made sense to me, the totality of the episode. But I want to rewatch that entire sequence of her talking to Kevin. I say that because there were a lot of things said between her and Kevin, from her or from Kevin, that were 100%. When I say 100%, there were so many gems dropped in that conversation that it would take me a separate video just to unpack it, and I might do it. Because from beginning to end of that conversation, what she was saying as her closing argument, what he was saying after her closing argument, and how she wanted her to, how do you think the show should end, and all this other stuff, and it just, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I was trying to pause it because the little pillar she was walking by had comic books on it and different title screens of different comic books. And where the MCU goes from here, really, they gave us a peek behind the curtain. And I really can't wait to see whether if I do it or if somebody else does it. We need that whole sequence, that whole scene ripped apart to shreds to find more shit. But I will say this. She asked about, when are the X-Men coming? It looks at the camera. Right? I thought that was fucking dope. Kevin says, I can't tell you that. Get out. I'm going to see you on the big screen. Really? No, Jen, get the fuck out. Cap. It's bullshit. She's coming. They gave us a lot of it. They gave us a lot of shit in this scene. And I really felt good about the future of the MCU, but unfortunately, we have to wait. We gotta wait. But what we don't have to wait for is the fact that Daredevil showed back up, which is great. We always happy to see Matt Murdock. Happy to see him, always. Hulk finally shows up for real at the barbecue, and enter his son. Total and utter shock face, because I got the hint of it. Some other people, if you haven't already, go ahead and make sure you check out Part of My Arrogance, their YouTube, and their reaction to the shows, because it's something they caught that I didn't catch. And as I was watching, they were talking about it, it made me want to revisit the scene. But when Hulk is talking to Jen while he's on the ship going back to Sakaar, there is a binder somewhere around Bruce with some information, and he's on his way back. Now you remember, the season started with a Sakaar ship trying to attack them. I don't think it was necessarily trying to attack them. They swerved out the way and whatever. But the Sakaar ship was looking for them. And Bruce said, strange things happen when you a Hulk. That type of thing happens. It don't happen like that, but it's true. So we saw that episode 1. He leaves episode 3, I think. But there was a binder with all his research and stuff as far as how gamma radiation and the Hulk thing works. He had that with him on that ship going back to Sakaar. Fast forward to now, he shows up at the family barbecue with a son, Scar. Dope. Epic. I love it because I'm not huge up on it. I'm not huge up on it now, but I'm going to get huge up on it. What that sets up potentially is World War Hulk or Planet Hulk things, because he's got markings like Hulk did in Sakaar. He's got a weird bro haircut, but that could mean so many things because he can't stay here. His mama, whoever that is, It's still in Sakaar. You know, I've been in Sakaar for so long, but I'm gonna tell you what happened. Here's what happened. I got a little son, and boom. This son, I don't know how age and growth things work, but he did walk around the corner as a Hulk. I don't know how old he actually is, but he got to be double digits, and this could mean so many things for the future of the MCU. What happens next? Big screen, like Kevin was talking about, but you know, we don't know. But I'm so excited to see all of it. There's so many things I wanted to talk about in the episode, but I really feel like I'm not gonna do that the way I wanted to do that. I'm going to try to keep these episodes short and sweet. I just want to let you all know that I'm excited for this finale. It's a great way to end the season. There's a great way to talk about things finally. The meat and potatoes of Hulk, She-Hulk, Hulk, World Hulk, the Hulk world, the family Hulks. Because there are similarities going all the way back to the 60s that related to this episode. And I really dug it. I really caught the vibe of that's how you end the show, mainly because Hulk is my favorite character. As you can see, Mr. Amadeus Cho behind me. And I have so more to unpack and get him out of these totes. But I love the Hulk. I love the family Hulk. I just feel like she even mentioned it in the other episode about a twist. Is there a Red Hulk? And she mentioned that last week. So now to see this and to see things unfold the way they did, I'm really excited for that. I think the whole little tied up in the bow shit for Todd made the episode 45 minutes because technically she could have had both done. But without both of those, we wouldn't have got that little segment of all the Easter eggs, her talking to Kevin, and I really dug that. I really feel like after 4, 5, and 6, episodes 4, 5, and 6, you needed to give us that. Like we were owed that, to be honest. Like you could have gave us the fight scene at the cabin, this. And then did the whole arrest thing. Daredevil showed up. He helped kick a little ass. Whatever. All of that could have still been in there. But that little section where her talking to Kevin, sitting down and getting explanations for stuff, and the stuff in the background, there's so much stuff I want to try to pick apart. But I think we were owed that. And overall, I give the show itself, the season, a good 7 out of 10 because of them 3 episodes. 7 out of 10 I'm gonna give it because them 3 episodes wasn't necessarily needed, but I say 2.5. But we got them, and they're a part of MCU history now. But I really enjoyed the show. Really enjoyed this episode. That's a good way to end the season. Like I said, we were owed that. But yeah. You stick with me, I'm going to stick with you on as much stuff as possible with the MCU. And I still think I might do that video. I think I might do it. Comment down below if you think I should do it. What you thought about the what you thought about the episode in total. That scene with Kevin in total. What you think about the episode? What do you think comes next? Comment down below what you think comes next. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications, and if you haven't already, follow me on all socials at TinyTimGaming3. If you did not see my face, if you did not see my logo, that is not me. You can find me here on YouTube and over on Facebook at TinyTimGaming. Any questions, comments, or concerns about any other show that I react to, this one included, please make sure you email me at TinyTimGaming3@gmail.com. And until the next time, until Marvel drops some more heat, which they will, it's your boy Tiny. Out.